Afternoon, Maurizio.
Afternoon.
How much more transfer business do you expect to be done before the deadline on Friday? And is a right winger or a forward on your list?
I don't know, to be honest. In the last few days we are so focused in trying to recover the players and to be focused in the game that we are going to play tomorrow for the Carabao Cup against Wimbledon. I know very well that the club is working really hard to try to finish our business. It's still a few days. Something can happen, yes, maybe yes, but at the moment only working and trying to, the club delivering what we want, but still nothing to communicate at the moment.
Is it a case though that there'll be more outgoings than incomings? We understand Romelu's move to Roma is being finalised, but also Callum Hudson-Odoi's future. Is that any closer to a resolution?
That is not. I'm not involved in these situations. I am focused on the team. That is the club that they are working between the club and the player. But in that case, I am not involved in the situation. I cannot tell nothing because nothing changed at the moment. No one communicated that it was finished some situation, and for sure when something will be done, will the club communicate to you. But at the moment, nothing changed the situation.
There's just a couple more I want to ask you about. Marco Correa, there's suggestions that he might go out on loan. Manchester United have shown some interest. If he was to leave, would that leave you short in that position, do you think?
But I cannot talk about supposition and rumors. I cannot talk about rumors. I think nothing, at the moment, nothing changed. He's, for tomorrow, he's going to be able to play. And yes, at the moment, the club didn't inform to me nothing about this situation.
But he's one that you'd like to keep, potentially, Cucurella?
All the players that are on the squad is a player that is in our plan. And then it's like always I was telling you, it's about situations, players and club and players, and then it's decision. But at the moment, all the players that are on the squad are in our plan. Even if in that case didn't play at the moment, but we need 22, 23 players on the squad.
And the last one, Chalaba, that same situation with him?
But he's injured. He's injured. He's not going to play tomorrow. Same situation. All the decisions, I think were made before the start of the pre-season, and then things can happen, like in the case that Kepa or different player. But I think in and out, after it's a convenience of the club and the player, and that is obviously we are open to listen people and what they want. But always it's about 50-50. The situation that is about the player and the club.
Move on a little bit and talk about something you talked about earlier. Injuries. Badiashile and Broja, they're back out on the grass and have been for a while. Are they quite close now to being involved again? Maybe tomorrow?
For tomorrow? Badiashile and Broja? No.
No?
No.
Weekend maybe?
I don't believe.
No?
No. We need to wait until after the international break and we'll see.
Mudryk as well, is he closer?
Maybe he's closer than Broja and Chile, but still we need to assess day by day, Misha. Yes.
Okay. And just in terms of this match and this tournament that you're going to be in, no Europe for Chelsea this season. Does that mean that domestic cups take on an even greater significance for you in terms of your priorities?
All the competition are important for Chelsea. It's true that the circumstances are not the best in that moment because we have many injuries and we need to deal after with the Saturday game against Nottingham Forest. We are going to try to put the best team to be sure that we are going to perform in the way that we want. But of course, we have some players that we need to avoid the risk and we need to give some rest. Yes, that is why I was telling before, we were so focused in trying to assess and analyze all the individual player to try to take the best decision for tomorrow. We need to be competitive and at the same time we need to put the best team that we can.
Thank you, Mauricio.
You're welcome.
Hi Mauricio, how are you?
Hi.
Why do clubs leave everything to the last week of the transfer window? Would it not be easier if you all did your business on the first week and then once the season started we wouldn't have to ask you questions and you wouldn't be losing players or bringing in new players?
Why?
Yeah.
We're still doing business.
No, but why? It goes right down to the last week and the last day.
Yeah, but when you see behind, I think the club is doing a fantastic job about business. That was the plan before we arrived, because when they showed, I explain again, the plan was a plan to to do a lot of business and maybe to change the project and to create different projects, and that is why the club is working so hard to deliver it, but never easy. Is to do everything in 1 month or in 2 months. I think for me the club is doing a fantastic job in terms of doing business, but like us, but different team also, different club. Until to the end, we trying to do things to improve the squad in the way that we believe that we can improve the squad.
I'll rephrase the question a little bit.
Okay.
Is the transfer window, is 3 months long enough, or should it just be how we used to have it? Where
I think so. Is long enough, because more we are crazy, and with few days more we become crazy also, because I think it's too long. It's too long, the transfer window, but it's about strange things happen in this club.
Somebody's banging on the
It looks like someone is in behind here.
That's what you're trying to get at.
Yes, it's unbelievable. It's not me, eh? It's you, Charlie. Oh my goodness, someone tan.
Is it Romelu trying to go to Romelu?
Oh my goodness. No, I think it's okay for a club like now Chelsea, in the process that we are in the moment and all the circumstances. I think it's helping 3 months. The transfer, we open the transfer. For different clubs that maybe are working in a different way, or they are in different level or different process, I think it's crazy. But I think it's helping us to try to to do what we want to do. And I'm not going to complain. Maybe in the next few years, maybe I will complain more. But at the moment, I think to have time is always good.
I don't know what you've done to Raheem Sterling, but he looks a completely different player already this season than last season here. Is he back to the form that saw him as a really important part of England's Euro squad a year and a half ago?
I think I'm going to repeat, he deserves the credit, because when he scored and ran and worked for the team, I think it's only if he won, or the player want to do. Only what we are doing is to create a platform for all the players to find their best, to feel comfortable. All the questions that we can find solution for them, and situation that maybe they cannot fix on the past, we are able always to discuss, to talk, and to give our opinion. But I think all the players, when the player like him performing the way that he is performing in the last games, to find the responsible is inside of him, and he deserves the credit.
And finally, tomorrow, how difficult is it to prepare a team for a game whereby you have everything to lose? Wimbledon come here, it's their cup final. If they're going to beat you 6-0, they don't really care. But you...
To be honest, we are not thinking in this way. We're thinking to start with 11 players that can perform in the way that we want, and be right in our assessment and avoid risk, because we have many injuries and the squad is not big at the moment. We're going to use 4 or 5 young guys through the academy, 17-year-old, 16-year-old. But that is, Chelsea always produce good talent, young kids, and now it's a good opportunity because it's not because it's our philosophy at the moment. I need to clarify, because I cannot be populist and hypocrite. It's not because it's our philosophy, it's because we need young guys to bring to the first team, because we have some player that cannot play tomorrow. But yes, with the time, I think should be good to create the possibility for the young guys, like part of the project is to to produce player for the first team, because the academy and all the coaches there are working so hard, and I think in a club like Chelsea always is good to have player from the academy that can translate the identity or to show the identity of the club.
Okay, thank you.
Last
You're
couple
welcome.
here. We'll go Rahman and then finish with Simon.
Hi, Mauricio.
Kai.
You just said that the squad is not big enough.
No, now for
Yeah,
this
now.
game. For this game, yes,
Yeah.
yes. That is why we are going to bring some young guys from the academy.
From the academy.
Yes.
But I wanted to find out from you if in the case, because you said you don't know the team is working, if you don't sign anyone by the transfer window when it shuts on Friday, would you be satisfied with the squad you've got?
Yes. Yes, I am happy. I am really happy with the squad that we got at the moment so far. If we add some that maybe can improve, different position, of course, welcome. If not, I am happy to be like how we are now.
Okay, final question, Simon Johnson.
Just a quick one, Rich. So, is it too early for Petrovic to make his debut, or are you thinking Sanchez needs another game to?
No, he's going to play Sanchez tomorrow. I can confirm that he's going to play Sanchez, because we still don't know. We don't have the confirmation if Shosho can be available or not, because still we need the confirmation of the Premier League, no, or the Federation.
Permit.
The permit. Yes. We still not. We don't know if we can, use tomorrow or not. But that is why we prepare the game with Robert. But by the way, I think he needs more time to train and to understand in the way that we want to play the concept. Working with Tony and Hilario, he's working well, but we don't want to rush also. But also we don't know if we're going to be on the bench, because the permits, no, the permit is still not arrived.
Okay, sorry, we'll do one more. James Ollie.
Mauricio, when you were at Tottenham, you talked about being judged on trying to win the Premier League, trying to win the Champions League. With no Europe here, is this competition more important to you now? Are you judged on how?
I'm not going to make the same mistake, because it's going to follow me forever for all my life. I want to win the Carabao Cup, I want to win the FA Cup, and I want to win the Premier League. See what happens after. But I'm not going to try to play nothing, because after is the thing twists. And then in Tottenham, I never said I prefer to win the. I think I was trying to explain. I never always I can put out this feeling. I want to win tomorrow, and I want to win the cups. I want to win the Premier League. Even if we are involved, we will be involved in the next few years in Champions League or in different, European competition. I think every single competition is going to be a challenge for us, and it's going to be an objective to win.
Did you always feel a bit misunderstood then about your relationship with this competition?
No, because maybe my English wasn't good enough when we arrived to Southampton. I was always too difficult to translate the idea of what means sometimes, priorities and like this. And when the message is not clear, and then it's difficult to change this idea. That is why we are older guys now and more experienced, and I learn. And look, I want to win every single competition because I become older and I want to win. I cannot wait. I cannot say, okay, this season is only be focused on this, and this season no. I think it's no time to wasting time, and it's about to win, and that is the idea I want to translate to the player and all the staff.